Hi guys, welcome to CAT2CET Mentors. My name is Ketan and this is going to be the most important video for all the CAT aspirant out there. Now, in this video, I'm going to make a couple of videos now. It's going to be a series of couple of videos where I'm going to tell you some basic fundamentals or the most important things for you to follow. And if you follow that, it's guaranteed or assured that you will be getting called from, let's say, top 20 IIMs. If not, then bare minimum top 20 B schools in the country. And if you really work on it, if you really practice on it, there is a good chance that you get a call from top 10 IIMs in the country. Now, we're almost in the month of September. And there is like around about 2.5 months are left for CAT now. So this is going to be my series where I'm going to give you the ideas, the tricks, the tips, and the most important advice which will fetch you an IIM call for sure. One or two IIM call for sure. Right? Now, today's topic is number of questions. Now, this has been talked a lot about. Trust me, this topic is quite hot, and I always have conversation with my students about number of questions in CAT that needs to be attempted on the D-Day. Now, the thing is that, when you literally give a look at it or when you really think about it, see, we all know that, must have seen these numbers, right? 6 questions on 34, you'll get, let's say 80 percentile, or let's say 6 questions on 32, you'll get round about like 90 percentile, or probably somebody will change the number, somebody will say that it's going to be 9 on 10, it's going to be 9 on 34, somebody will say that, it's 11 on 34. So we all know that, for 80 percentile, you need to attempt, let's say 10, 12, or whatever number of questions. For quant, it is X amount, for DLR, it is going to be Y amount, and for verbal, it's going to be Z amount, whatever. So we have these numbers, and these numbers we've been knowing from a couple of years now. However, the major problem is that even after knowing these numbers, even after knowing the statistics, that I am supposed to crack 10 questions, or let's say I am supposed to crack 6 questions, hypothetical. 6 questions to get, let's say, 80% in quant. The question arises here is that, why it doesn't work out on a D-Day? Why even after knowing this thing, so many aspirants, they fail to get a call from IIMs, right? What's the problem? And this is something I'm going to discuss today. So my main thing is that I'm going to break the myth about this. I'm going to give you the realistic idea, realistic stuff about why these numbers and how these numbers are really going to work out. Now understand this. I've seen mentors, I've seen coaching institutions giving the number. Somebody will say that, quants me, if you want 80 percentile, crack 6 questions on 34, damn easy, you'll get 80 percentile. You'll clear most of the IIMs. Somebody will say that, you crack 7 questions or 8 questions on 34 in quants, you'll get all the IIM calls. Now, this is not how it works. That's the major problem. This is not how it works. And trust me, if you're a first timer and you are watching a video like XYZ's video, and if you see this kind of thing, it looks so easy, it looks so fascinating, because you guys are naive, you're a tightrope, you have not worked it out earlier, you're going for CAT first time, you will be mesmerized and you'll be like, wow, CAT is easy, and you will be falling for this trap. Is this completely wrong? No, it's not completely wrong, but it's not completely correct also. That's what I'm going to tell you in this video actually. Now, how does it work, to be very honest? So yeah, if you look at from this perspective, when I say 6 question, 8 question, 10 question, 11 or 12 question, the question that arises here is that, how can you be so sure when you say that 6 or 7 questions out of 34, if anybody cracks, will get round about 80 percentile? Because this is not going to be possible, because we don't know what's going to be in the future. And CAT is an exam that people really cannot predict as far as these questions are concerned. Now, there is another argument. If you are saying these things on the basis of the historic data, then there is a very less chance, there is a very pretty less probability that this is going to come true. Now, the main crux that people forget, or the main crux that mentor or class, these guys are not telling you, is that the basic fundamental, the level of difficulty. Nobody talks about level of difficulty. Nobody tells you that, okay, when I say 6 question, 9 question or 11 question, what kind of level of difficulty I am talking about. So level of difficulty के बारे में कोई बात नहीं करता है, खाली numbers भी people talk about, and if you only go by numbers, then you're gonna screw up for sure. और ये होता है, ये 2016 में हुआ, 17 में हुआ, 18 में हुआ. I've seen so many candidates, I've seen so many students, they literally went ahead with this and they kind of got it absolutely wrong. Now I think the problem is that when I say something that I'll tell you my number. If I were to say, I'll say that, okay, what you should be doing? You should be cracking round about 8 questions out of 34 in quants, so that you get round about 80 percentile. Now when I say this, the underlying argument is that if the level of difficulty is as good as 2018. That's the point. So if the level of difficulty is equal to 2018 ka question paper quants ka, then 8 questions. If it is round about 2017, then 10 to 11 questions. Now the thing is that on the D day, when you sit down and you are trying to write down in the entire paper, those numbers are there in your mind. They're hitting you constantly. 10 question, 11 question, 10 question, 11 question. Now what happens is that you are not really focusing on LOD. What are you focusing at? Mentor ने बोला है, class वाले ने बोला है, 11 question करना है, let me do 11 questions. यार LOD बढ़ चुका है, level of difficulty बढ़ चुकी है, questions बन नहीं रहे, speed breaker लग रहा है, आपका जो 1 hour है, that's going haywire. And that's where students start solving. Let's say you reach that 8th question, you solved 8 questions, you are right there, you are about to go 80% above. Then for the fact that 11 number is in your mind, you try 2 more questions and then you go into the negative zone. तो आपका कट ऑफ कम हो गया, rather आपका स्कोर कम हो गया, आपका परसेंटाइल कम हो गया, and then you missed on the call. Now I'll give you an example. Have a look at this paper. This is 2017 का quant. In 2017, the quant section was damn easy. Even if you look at the questions, they are easy, they are doable, you can do them orally. Now the moment your LOD is actually down, the moment level of difficulty goes down, you need to increase your attempt, keeping your accuracy intact. And that is the reason the number was 11 for 80% in quants in 2017. In 2018, people tried to replicate the same thing and did not score well. Because जो 11 का था, वो 11 का जो number था, वो carry forward हुआ 2018 में. So students felt that कि यार मुझे 11 करना है, मुझे 12, मुझे 10 question करने. For the fact LOD was a bit on a higher level, questions बद नहीं रहे थे, but out of desperation कि करना है, बोला है, 11 question पे 80% आता है, बच्चों ने 11 questions करना का कोशिश किया, and then things got screwed up. Now, this is 2018. Now we know that the quants level literally went up in 2018. So moment you understand that yes, the level of difficulty has gone down or has gone up, if it's up, then that 11 will become 9 or 8. If it's down, then that 8 will become 11 or 12. This is what you need to understand. So when I say that you crack X number, and trust me, I'll tell you the main problem. Nobody tells a real number, because even in 2018, people are saying you crack 6 questions out of, let's say, 34 questions, you'll get 80%. That's an utter nonsense, because 6 questions pe 80% nahi banega, sir. That's for sure. Now, last year I'll give an example. So I have this one of my student in Mumbai classroom. She said that her faculty, her mentor, last year told her, you crack 2 questions in DILR and you'll get 80%. I was literally shocked. I mean, how is it possible to crack 2 questions in DILR and you are scoring, 80%? So let's say last year बोला था 2017 के LOD के ऊपर बोला था, पर 2017 का LOD भी अगर आप देखते हो DILR का जो हाई था, नो डाउट, तो यार 2 क्वेश्चन पे 80% बन ही नहीं रहे थे. हाँ, अगर 2 सेट की बात होती तो बात अलग होती थी. Now 2018 में क्या हुआ? 2018 में the LOD went down. DILR was comparatively easy when I compared it with 2017. So 5 questions, 4 to 5 questions were more manageable. क्यों हुआ था? I have already explained in my another video, but anyways I'll explain that to you later. तो 5 क्वेश्चन ज्यादा बन रहे थे. तो assume करो कि मान लो, possible नहीं है, पर assume करो कि 2 क्वेश्चन पे 80% बनता था. Fine. Now if that same student 2018 में अगर 2 क्वेश्चन करते तो उसको 80 नहीं, उसको 60% आता. Why? Because आपका लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी नीचे चला गया है, तो जाहिर सी बात है आपका अटेम्प्ट बढ़ेगा. And again, when I talk about percentile, this is what is been considered to calculate percentile. You just cannot randomly say that कि 7, 8, 6 number करके आओ. So that's the main problem. The mentors, the classes, they always tell you number which is lesser, because that number is something students will buy easily. तो अगर 8 होगा तो 6 बोलेंगे, 10 होगा तो 6 बोलेंगे, 11 होगा तो 8 बोलेंगे. So this work. Is this work? Like, does this really work? It does work. It works fantastically. No doubt about it. And this is something you should be doing. You must be doing this, right? But again, this thing will depend completely upon level of difficulty. Now, my question to all of you is that, rather my suggestion to all of you is that, when you see in the mock your score is not going up, the first thing that you need to understand that what level of difficulty of mock I'm giving. That's the number one question. Because in mocks, what we do, plug in, plug out. Like plug in the formula, get the answer, move ahead. And trust me, mock का जो level होता है और CAT का जो level होता है, दोनों में फर्क होता है. So you cannot go with the same attitude. And that's the major problem, because CAT is predominantly based on 2 things. Number one, your attempts, which is again, your attempts is nothing but it's a function of level of difficulty. and your accuracy. So these are the two most important things. Now for the next 2.5 months, if you guys those who are really serious and want to get into IIM, if you guys just focus on level of difficulty, कि okay, I understand this is level of difficulty I am comfortable with, मैं करूँगा ये मैं छोड़ूंगा, I think you have won half battle right now. Because level of difficulty is something that nobody talks about, that nobody even cares about. Even when we write mocks में हम level of difficulty देखते ही नहीं है. Randomly question हम उठाते जाते हैं, चलो एक मॉक खराब हो गया, दूसरा हो गया, तीसरा हो गया. जब हम फोर्थ या फिफ्थ मॉक पे भी चलते हैं, लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी दिमाग में आती ही नहीं है. लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी पे हमारा कंसिडरेशन होता ही नहीं है. And that is the reason most of the time we don't get that percentile. As simple as that. So if you really want to score well, and if you really want to score up to the level wherein you get calls, trust me, you follow this funda, I can promise you, I can guarantee you, you will get calls from almost most of the IIMs, because with this, you're so smart, you will be able to understand gauge कि ठीक है, level of difficulty XYZ है, मेरा attempt इतना होना चाहिए, I'm going to take care of my accuracy, your percentile is going to boost up. Simple. So right from now, the only thing that you have to remember or think or be very, very careful, if you are writing CAT, it's level of difficulty, and then decide your attempts. Don't do ulta. Don't decide attempt and then level of difficulty. It is not like that. As I said, your attempt is nothing but function of level of difficulty. So guys, keep this thing in mind. It's a golden rule to knock off your CAT. So that's it from my side. I'll be making a couple of more videos. Now, what I can do is we can have a look at this 2017 and 18 ka paper. The link is given in the description. You can have a look at that. I will be making a couple of more videos. This is number 1 video. I'll be making a couple of more wherein I'll be telling you these things. Just take care of this. You are in the game. Thank you so much.